Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. Today, a Rolex certified pre-owned Oyster Perpetual Submariner. Technically, there are Submariners and Submariner dates. There's no such thing, officially at least, as a no date, but that is what this watch has been lovingly dubbed by collectors. Now, this version of the Submariner, the 114060, bowed in 2012. You can see that it's 40 millimeters in diameter, 12.8 millimeters thick, in 904L stainless steel. It's 48 millimeters from lug to lug, just the case, 51 millimeters from end link to end link, the total distance across the wrist, with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. The watch is quite slender, at 12.8 millimeters thick. I'm going to take off my glove for just a moment so you can see it on a wrist. It sits so low that it is perfectly acceptable for use with a tight dress sleeve, as you'll find it easily clears the side of the watch. Now you can see down the barrel, the best angle for judging the fit of a watch, that I have plenty of clearance on either side. The lugs are nowhere near overlapping the edge of my wrist, even when viewed from over the top, which exaggerates the width of the watch. So I would recommend this for a wrist as small as 14 centimeters circumference. And again, it is quite flat and flush. We'll throw that glove back on my other hand and take a closer look at this timepiece. Now, what's nice is that this is 904L steel. It doesn't look any different, but you'll appreciate that in the presence of sweat, sea salt, chemicals that would corrode conventional 316L steel, this will not corrode, and it doesn't even need to be rinsed. It's a nice idea, but it's not required. It is a very tough, high nickel content steel that cannot be corroded by sweat or sea salt. Taking a look now, it's a bracelet of the oyster persuasion. You can see 3-link design satin across the top, polished outer faces, a conforming end link to mate it cleanly to the case, and tapering from the end link down towards the clasp. You can see we have removable links fixed in place using screws, that we've got an intermediate sized link in there in case you find yourself in between sizes. We have a sophisticated clasp that includes both a lift lock system and then a clamshell. So you can see here we have this articulated spring-loaded lever action release. That is the beak, and then that is the hook, and these two things snap together, and that's the first lock, and that will actually keep it closed. But there is a sure-tight guarantee in the form of a second lock, the clamshell, that comes down on top of that. One of the reasons you might pick a Submariner over other Rolex watches, even if you don't plan to dive, is the presence of glide lock in the oyster clasp. So this is 20 millimeters of adjustable length in 2 millimeter increments. It's a very solid and easy to use system. Now you can use it for just fine tuning the fit. You might want to add or subtract a little bit, or you might want to pull it out all the way to use it over a dive suit, wetsuit, dry suit, or as I've used dive extensions in the past, as an extension allowing you to wear your watch over a thick winter coat or sweater. All of those applications are perfectly reasonable. Now we have a oyster style case with a screwed in oyster case back. People always ask, what does the back look like? It looks like that. We have screw down crown with a triplock crown construction. You can see 3 dots, all symmetrical. That indicates it is a Rolex triplock crown in steel. Screw out the crown, and you can see that it has a meaty stem tube assembly. There's very little movement of the crown when you withdraw it. The stem tube assembly is robust. We also have a stop seconds function, so you can rapidly set the watch and set it to a reference time. See, I'm able to stop the seconds hand. That's what I mean by stop second. Push that back in, starts moving again. Okay, screw that back in. By the way, ISO 6425 dive watch, so each individual watch, thus compliant, needs to be tested to 125% of the number to which it is certified as a dive watch. So that 1,000 feet, this would have been tested to 1,250 feet before it left Rolex. The knurling on the bezel is sharp and easy to grip. Even if your hands are wet, sweaty, or gloved, you're going to get easy purchase. You can see it's half polished, half satinated. 120 click, let's hear it. It's very sharp, but also very refined. Along with the late departed Calib de Cartier diver, I think this is the most refined feeling bezel in the world of diving watches. It's got other refinements too. You can see Rolex's scratch-resistant cerachrom ceramic for the bezel insert, and then all the indices and numerals are PVD platinum deposits, so they'll resist tarnish or aging with time. Rolex always refines to the max, which is why this bezel pearl is actually capped with a little piece of sapphire to protect it. We'll do a lume shot now, so you can see the watch in the dark. And you can see Rolex's dusk till dawn chroma-light lume. It really does stay bright all night. Once it's charged, it will make the entire duration of one night from the time the sun goes down to the time the sun comes up. Perhaps more important for a diver is that as you get deeper and deeper and the light diminishes, you need to know if your dive watch is running. Not every dive watch has a luminescent second hand. This one does. Okay. The dial is beautifully made with a lush black lacquer base. It's glossy and beautiful. We have white gold hands and indices, so they too will never tarnish or oxidize or discolor with time. Inside the case, Rolex manufactured caliber 3130. So bidirectional automatic winding, 4 hertz, 31 joules, 48 hours of power reserve, stop seconds. It is adjusted in 5 positions and certified as a COSC confirmed Swiss chronometer. The watch also features a full balance bridge and a free-sprung balance for shock resistance. The free-sprung balance also allows, via Rolex's micro-stella adjustment nuts, to make very precise timing changes to the watch by the Rolex watchmaker. It features an overcoil hairspring with a hand-curved Breguet terminal curve, and that allows the watch to be isochronous in any position, which is to say, with that overcoil, it is agnostic to its physical orientation with respect to gravity. So any position on your wrist, any position on your dresser at night, the watch is going to keep consistent time. That hairspring is a blue oxidized niobium zirconium alloy Rolex calls cerachrom blue. It is highly anti-magnetic, and thus this watch is shock resistant, water resistant, and magnetically resistant. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase and pricing details. Rolex certified pre-owned watches are backed and authenticated by Rolex. Should any reconditioning be necessary, it will be to a Rolex certified standard, and any parts invested Rolex factory original. Should the initial retail box, paper, and accessory set still accompany the watch, it will be included with the sale. But no matter what, a certified pre-owned box and paper set starts with an outer box, a leatherette travel pouch with suede lining, a warranty card that embodies the 2-year globally valid Rolex-backed warranty. Note, this is not a retail warranty, but backed by Rolex and actionable at any of its authorized points of sales and service. A leatherette wallet includes the warranty terms and conditions manual. A holographic hang tag marks this as a certified pre-owned Rolex watch, and a manual details Rolex's values as a company, the certified pre-owned program, care, feeding, service, and use of your Rolex, locations of points of sales and service, and details of Rolex.com. Rolex certified pre-owned watches are backed only by Rolex.